Hey guys, welcome to the Weiser 18. It's Saturday, January 11th, 2020. And listen guys, this is the first show with my first guest. So excited to be here today. This young gentleman, as I said, remember in my stories, I said this young gentleman is a good friend of our family. We know his parents. We're friends with his parents and his whole family. And he is totally, again, respected by our family, our entire family. And I just want to introduce this young man, Mr. Jack Ryan.
There we go.
How you doing, Jack?
Me.
Good to have you here.
Good to be here, yeah.
Say hello to everyone out there.
Hello, Weiser 18 fans.
There you go. There you go. Jack was born May 7th, 2004. Same year as my son Steven. He's 15 years old.
Yes.
Right? Going to be 16 few months.
Yeah.
He's got a brother. He's got a sister, Joseph and Sophia.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Both younger.
He's got a little doggy, Sandy. And he's got a wonderful mom, Christy Ryan, and an awesome dad, Mr. John Ryan. Jack, tell me about your family. You grew up in Greenwich?
Well, until I was 6, I lived in White Plains, New York, and that was great.
Okay.
But then, obviously we moved here to Greenwich, and it's just been great ever since. I made so many friends. My family's great.
Yeah.
School's great. Stuff like that.
I grew up in a great family, as I mentioned, guys. The importance of having a solid family.
Yes.
Huge to you, right?
It's huge.
Tell everyone how good that is.
I love my family. They're great, and
right.
The importance of having a family is like
mother,
support.
father. Yep.
It's so great. You can tell them your problems and things like that, and they respect you, and you respect them.
Right. You get along with your brother and sister?
Yes, I
do. At times?
Well, in the past, there's been feuds. But,
yes, yeah. But all in all,
great. My siblings are great. My mom, dad, great. And even my grandparents, uncles, aunts,
awesome. Video games.
Yes.
Video games. Guys, you're all out there. Big name, PewDiePie. He helped us out with this channel. He's huge with the video games, gaming. What do you do with this? You have a channel.
I do have a channel.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to plug it or whatever. But,
At the end, we're going to put Jack's. I'll put Jack's link to his channel. You have Instagram.
I do. Yeah.
He's on Instagram. I'll put that with mine, and we'll do that. But you just follow gaming, fantasy gaming.
Well, basketball is definitely a huge thing. From video games to fantasy basketball to just playing basketball. That's my main thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Cool. Sports. Now you said basketball.
Yeah.
I know you are good. Well, let's say almost great, right?
I'm pretty good.
A little modest on that. A great basketball. I'm going to say great. A great basketball player. How big is sports to you?
It's huge. It's literally I don't know, maybe 25% of my life.
Right. Right.
It goes from NBA to college basketball to even watching any type of basketball. That's
helps you with your life?
It really does. It actually keeps me going at times where I'm tired or I'm bored, so I'm like, oh, let me watch basketball.
Or,
Or if I'm upset.
Playing the actual game gives you motivation, gives you life skills, and it just gives you, like I said in those other videos, goals, right?
Yes.
Sets you with goals?
Uh-huh. If I'm trying to score a certain amount of points in a game, but I don't go for stats, really.
Right.
But if I'm going for a certain amount of points in the game, I have that motivation. That's... My mindset is just I know I can get it type thing.
That's a good thing about sports. That's awesome. Now, sports are huge, but we got to move on to the number one thing a young man should strive for, a young girl should strive for, is academics. Now, I heard you're about a 3.4.
Yeah, I think
that's
it's
awesome.
Pretty good.
That's excellent.
I'm happy with it.
You study hard, right?
I do. Last quarter.
You have to?
Yes, I
definitely
have to
study hard. Otherwise, you're not going to achieve this.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject?
I really like history.
Do you?
Right now. I mean, it has a lot to do with the teachers. I would say geometry.
Bad subject for myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I like history a
History's
lot.
tough. That's good. That's good. You like learning about the past, everything.
I do, yeah.
Are you good in science?
I'm
Math?
okay in chemistry.
Yeah.
They're like okay subjects. Like I'm an A student in there, but it's not my passion. Like,
Right.
I really like
right,
history. So.
Right. Now you mentioned, we talked about your family, how awesome they were. Your grandparents now still alive?
Well, we have grandma, and then we have Nana and Papa. They're the alive grandparents.
Oh,
They're
okay,
great. Yeah,
okay, yeah, because you have to honor them. They've been through life, right?
You have to respect. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
You've heard the term "respect your elders," but no, respect your grandparents. Respect
Yeah,
your parents,
yeah. And they told you a lot of stories in life, right?
Oh yes,
It's fun to hear.
They are fun to hear about.
Yeah.
And I have my Uncle Danny, well, my great Uncle Danny, but I refer to him as Uncle Danny. He tells me plenty of stories.
I know.
He's never running out of them, so.
That is so fun. Now, a big part of life, guys, as I all told you, a big part of life is having friends, right? We all have friends, hopefully. And Steve, Jack here was, if not Steven's best friend, one of
his best friends.
I would say best friend, probably.
Friends, yeah.
I would say best friend. Jack was there since the beginning when Steven was diagnosed with brain cancer. He was there throughout the whole period. This second part when Steven got sick. Let me ask you, Jack. If you can explain, like from the beginning, as a friend, as a close friend, when you found out about your friend having brain cancer, not before he was terminal. Yeah. How did you feel? What was your first reaction to the news about, oh shoot, my friend's got brain cancer, tumor?
Well, it was a little confusing because that was 3 years ago. Believe it or not, that was 7th grade. No, it was April of 7th grade.
Yep.
So I didn't really understand. But then when I kind of started coming to the realization of it, I was, it's not fun,
Yeah.
You don't like to see your friends suffer,
Right.
So you definitely don't like that.
Did you felt you had to be there for him?
I had to.
You had to. Yeah. I mean, explain that. You had to be there. You're a friend, and you support.
Yeah.
You had to be there, right?
I think what's different is that sometimes stuff like that scares kids away.
Right.
But for me, that was like more of like a bring us together closer type thing. Like, I'll get you through this type thing. So
heart or what?
Yeah.
So that's where the heart is. Now, okay, so you heard Steven's doing well, right? Steven's doing well.
He was doing good. He was coming back to school for a little bit.
Right. Now, we move forward, and then you find out the big bomb. He finds out his best friend is going to not survive. He's going to be terminal. Now, is there a difference there, or do you still keep that? You have to support. Obviously, you keep the support, but what emotions? I'm trying to say, what emotions are different from, he was diagnosed, and then all of a sudden, he's gonna leave us. How do you feel in that situation?
Well, a few things went through my mind. Then I was thinking 2 things. I was thinking, well, what am I going to do about this? How am I going to cope with this type thing? Right.
Obviously, personally.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he was, my best friend or whatever. So, it was really tough seeing him go through the terminal stages.
Right.
It was way worse.
Right.
But at the same time, I was like, well, there's still life there. So, best live it, right? So.
Correct. Now, that's a good point, Jack. So, during this whole process, Steven's life, what he's going through, Jack was a huge part of raising money and doing supportive things. Just a couple things, Jack, because I don't want to go too long with the interview. I could sit here for hours and talk to you. Just a couple things, and I remember the basketball. Just tell them a couple things you did.
So back in 7th, I know maybe it was early 8th grade, I did a little basketball thing, and I thought I was so good.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Tremendous.
And I did however many dunks I got was however much I donated to you guys. So I went, I did the dunks, I posted it on social media, and then I went to your house and I give you $50, $100.
$50.
But then people caught on. So my mom posted it on her Facebook, and people started matching my donation and giving in like big donations. And
You were what, 13?
I was 13.
13 years old.
I don't remember exactly how
mentality
much
was
I
13.
brought in, but it was like over $1,000.
Oh, over $1,000. Jack raised for Stephen. Amazing. What else? Now, with Western Junior High School, middle school here in town, what else? You were a big part of the Siddell Sprint, correct?
I was, especially this year.
Tell them
in
about
the past
that,
years,
Jack.
I was a little bit involved too, but we've done the second annual Siddell Sprint happened late November, and it was right around the anniversary of Steven's passing. So it was a raw time for everyone there. But I went up on the stage and I spoke to all the young middle schoolers who didn't know Steven.
Right.
And I put out a video to them and
What?
I just told them who he
Quickly,
was.
yeah. Quickly, what is the Siddell Sprint?
The Siddell Sprint is basically a sprint, and it's like a color run type thing where you throw up a bunch of color, everyone's all drenched in color, and then you do a sprint around the school up into like the ice skating rink.
Right.
And there was, pizza there for the students.
And the money raised, there's money raised.
Yes.
This will be going to
The Circle of Care. I know
Circle of Care.
Yeah.
So and I think the one year, or this year, how much have they raised?
I don't exactly remember the number, but it was
It's
a
in the
hefty amount of
thousands.
money.
Yeah, it's in the thousands. So that's another thing Jack did for Stephen, our family. Tremendous. Totally tremendous, Jack. So guys, listen, I don't want to make this too long. Like I said, I can interview this young man forever, right? 3 or 4 hours.
We can go for hours, yeah.
But here it is, guys. Now, Jack, all my guests here on the Weeps for 18, they're doing their drawings, but they're not going to be involved in the contest. Only reason being is, I don't want anyone feeling that I'm going to be a little biased toward them. Correct.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't do that, but this way everyone's happy. Jack's drawing is, of course, the basking shark, and I think it is tremendous. I mean, guys, this is awesome. So let me show you. And Jack, that's sweet.
Thank you.
Detail. The only thing is, here I go, constructive criticism. Yeah. The only thing is, Jack, if you don't mind.
No, I'm ready for it.
He doesn't mind. I'm going to be a little constructive here. A little color.
Yes.
Definitely. I know he's got schoolwork, but he definitely, he did that quick too. How long?
About 45 an hour.
Oh
45 minutes an hour.
Crazy. Maybe some extra stuff, background, some sayings.
Yes.
Other than that.
Thank you. Yeah. I was happy with it myself.
But no, that's tremendous, Jack. And I just want to say, guys, the last part of this interview, okay? Every interview, I'm going to have 5 questions to the person I'm interviewing. All right, Jack. So my first question is, what's your favorite color, pal?
Well, I like to represent my blue and orange, my Knicks, but I guess blue is my favorite. Yeah.
Knicks. Wow. Okay, your favorite food?
That's a tough one. I mean,
if you had one chance to have your last food, what are you gonna? I want to have this. What is it?
Probably like a steak.
Yes, that's a man right there. That's a man. Number 3, what motivates you, Jack? Really, what motivates you?
My family and my friends really drive me to be the best person I can. Yeah.
Wow.
Takes a lot, So
that's sweet. I agree with you. I agree with you there. Who inspires you, Jack?
Probably my dad. I like to follow in his footsteps. I'm taking some business law classes, and
Beautiful.
I want to know what he knows, and I want to be what he is.
Right, he's a great role model.
Yes,
his father's a great man, and that's a great pick, Jack. Mm-hmm. Mom is great too, of course.
Oh, she's awesome. Yeah,
but we have to pick one who you could say actually both of them. You could say both of them, but okay. The 5th thing, okay. The 5th and last thing. One thing in this world, if you could change it, Jack, what would you change?
Probably Steven's diagnosis.
Wow.
I mean,
Oh, I'm going to cry on that one. Yeah.
I love the channel and I love the people who are here to support Steven. But,
Right.
I mean, the diagnosis was probably one of the hardest things that your family had to go through. And
Right.
me and everyone around me, all of his
Wow.
friends and all
Wow.
the family. So
I couldn't agree with you more on that one.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Hey, listen, guys. This has been a pure pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed this gentleman, this young man. And we both will say,
Peace
peace out, bros.